Welcome back, everyone, to a Saturday live stream. We are going to get right into this journey because it's a good hour and a half without issues. So I'm concerned we're going to have issues. So let me recognize everyone who's here early and on time. Phantom6767 is here. Ken Beard is here. Toller is here. Sorry, just Toller. Herbert Harris is here. Nicholas is here, but he's driving from Lithuania, I assume, to Luxembourg. Yeah, that's the first bottleneck. You got one more. You got three more to do. So I'm about to head out from the second one. Pugwatch is here. Made it in time, he says. Globo 1G is here. Thor is here. Bigner is here. He's on his way to Norway. Nightbot is here, so watch your P's and Q's, turn off that caps lock key, and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you. Matthew Walter is here. I'm doing fine, Matthew. And there's Dr. Jones. He's here. All right, and Thor just left his like. If you haven't done so, hey, there's Wolf. He's here. Outstanding. Let me do some shout outs and we're going to get right into this. AI Sniper, our top ATS driver for August of last year. Dusty, aka Dirty Dog 3436, our top ATS driver for January of last year. Isabella Hagloff, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, will hopefully be lurking in the background. Lucky for you that there were no updates. Yes. And let me tell you, there were updates because when I launched Steam this morning, there was an update. And then when I rebooted my computer a little bit ago, there was an update. Neither of which impacted my load. So I don't know what those updates were. They're very small. Bedrock, our top ATS driver for February of last year, Bill Welburn. Nicholas, XXXN, is here. Susan Arthur, our top Euro truck driver for May of last year. XLT 588 Gaming, Trucker King 2010, Norwegian trucker Nicholas. Big Al 2424, our top ATS driver for December. Johnny Hansen, Tasmified, Lobo 1G, our top ATS driver for July. Pugwatch, and he's here by the way. Pugwatch is here. He's our top Euro truck driver for April. Purdy the Parrot, Carlin, Wim55, our top ATS driver for March, and FTG Mike B. So we'll get to some more shout outs here in a little bit. Yes, okay. So, in case you missed yesterday's live stream, I have a load going from Luxembourg to Montenegro. And I guess it's Podgorica. It is almost 1,900 kilometers. And we've got a rest break planned here. 615 kilometers. It is near Munich in Germany. So we're going to get going. What are we hauling? Empty pallets. Empty pallets is one of the things I hauled the most in real life. Always kind of amazed me. Oops. Stay running. Okay. Let's get on the road because we've got a lot of ground to cover. I'll do my best to keep up with chat without running off the road. Because there's some ground I don't want to cover. Nice place to stop. Shouldn't you stop back there? Yeah, that happens in real life too, obviously. I'm sure you've all experienced it. So this load is 23 tons. Yeah, Wolf. Took the entire live stream yesterday to get this load. All kinds of different things. Finally got it. I was hoping to find a load and then do the run, or at least part of it. But that didn't happen. And then I told the audience that I was going to record this drive in as many sessions as was necessary and then share those videos. And then I thought, well, wait a minute, why don't I just put that in today's live stream? Since everybody just saw me finally get the load after everything I went through. Oh, no way empty pallets can weigh that much. Nope, I wouldn't think so. Not even 20 tons. I'd say typically, depending on how many, they'd be in the 16 to 18 ton range. But it also depends on the trailer size. So these trailers are smaller than US trailers. In fact, this trailer is about the size of a 48-foot trailer in the US, so yeah. It would be on the low end of that weight spectrum. All right, we're leaving Luxembourg and we're going to enter France. Maybe there's steel pallets. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that's a joke. Most of the time they're wood. Sometimes they're there's actually plastic or glass reinforced or glass impregnated plastic or fiberglass even compacted. Almost missed this turn. Let's see, it's 8:22 a.m. We're doing good. Wasn't looking ahead. Just realized I don't have any coffee, but it's late in the day, so. Johnny Hansen is here. Flatbedder for 18 months. That's awesome, Johnny. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And we are, in case you didn't realize it from the title, we are taking a load from Luxembourg to Montenegro in the West Balkans. Oh, Vigner, I've got the answer, but I don't have it in front of me. It's a lot. Well, I don't want to jinx myself or anything, but I'm making pretty good time here. Oh, we gotta do it. What do we got here? Bugwash is gifted 5 memberships. All right. And the lucky recipients are on that list right next to me. I can't look. Okay. DJ Yates, Joel, Jeremiah Adams, Sukis Karanth, and Stony Tony Truckin. I guess you guys can read that twice. But I like to shout out their names. Congratulations to the lucky recipients, and thank you, Bugwash. My shout-out list was getting a little short. Actually, I don't mind it being shorter. I can get through it quicker. Easier. Guessing we need to get over. Maybe I can do some of those shout outs while I'm driving. JJ Man 1982. Thor Rasmussen, our top Euro truck driver for July. Omega Sunrise, our top ATS driver for January. Nice. Ipswich. Nick. Yep, I am all over the road again. I know. No! I don't know what that just added. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, it's not that far. Let's see. Adam is here. Welcome to the stream, Adam. Why are you cursing Colorado? What'd they ever do to you? I know, you probably meant to say cruising. And while we're here, or while you're here, let me throw that up for you. Oh, look where we're going. Can you pronounce that? Podgorica. Well, I got a reroute, or a, what do you call it, a detour, because of hardcore simulation mode. I've got that, the detour thing, or random events even, whatever it is, set to the minimum requirement for hardcore. I can't go in there, but it's a fuel stop. It's on the map. That's crazy. By the way, Pilot, welcome to the stream. Well, the good news is I'm discovering more areas. Uncovering more roadway, I mean. Yeah, well, padding my miles. Or kilometers. Geez, that came out quickly. I couldn't have even stopped if someone would have been coming. I wouldn't have been able to stop. So even here, yeah, we are. Whoop. mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes Colorado deserves cursing at. What a beautiful river. Welcome to Germany. Slow down. Oh, 60. Baden-Württemberg. Hey, we're gonna do 60 all the way. Remember the discussion we were having yesterday, Adam, about back roads being slower? This would be a classic example of that. That traffic light? At a roundabout? Wow. All right. So, David H74, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March of last year. Matthew Roth is here. Welcome to the stream, Matthew. I look at the route to see if the highway goes through the country in a straight line. Yeah, this one is not. I mean, just to go from France into Germany, it did some crazy stuff. But when we get down into the Balkans, yeah, there's no straight lines in the Balkans. One second, I want to check something on the map here. Yeah, we came down here through this route, and then I got diverted, and then we had to go. We were traveling south, and now we're traveling north, and then we're going to travel east. Yeah, not really any straight line here, but we're on. I mean, we are going to transition from the 5 Autobahn to the 8, and that's straight. It's all one Autobahn. But when we get somewhere, probably here Zagreb, yeah, it's going to start getting crazy. Anyway, I was just thinking about something. Yeah, there it is. When I lived in Frankfurt, I got down here. I'll mention in a second, but I drove not through but past Mannheim. But a big city that's down here that I'm surprised is not modeled in the game, even in ProMods, is Kaiserslautern. Or K-Town, we called it. So I wasn't in Kaiserslautern. I was near there, and for a time. Anyway, it just occurred to me, hey, is that in here? No. Bad. Okay. Done with that rabbit hole. For now. So we have traveled nearly 400 kilometers. Is this a toll or just a sign? And 400 kilometers now we have traveled. Now I don't know how much got added with that detour. Oops. Yeah, Toller, you've been a little distracted with that other thing. Well, a couple of other things you got going on. Just realized I don't have that St. Bernard in here. Must be in my other truck. I got the JCB plushie and the elephant plushie. What was the elephant for? I forget already. Anyway, the reason why that thought came into my mind about Kaiserslautern was driving some of this Autobahn reminded me of that drive between Mannheim and Frankfurt. Random thoughts. Let's see how much time we got left on the clock. 4 hours. Should have checked to see how far up our pin is. Last time I looked at the map. Ha 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 ha! Oh, Wolf, I guess that's a possibility. Cats are kind of like that a little bit. Ah. Isn't this in the Munich area? Yeah, I think so. Horn works. Only when I have to. Broken! Douglas Williams. Country Bumpkin Simulation. JC Drives, our top Euro truck driver for March. Matthew Roth. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Two and a half hours. Whoa. Where'd that guy come from? Of course, Adam. An American Truck Simulator. Done it many times. Oh, let's check the map. Let's see how far do we have to go. Can we make it? We've got an hour to that pin. And we got how much time on the clock? Not like... Yeah, we're good. We need to get as far as we can each day. Now, in real life, I've done that too, blow my horn in a tunnel, but not when I'm around anybody, because it can scare the bejesus out of, you know, other drivers and cause an accident. Okay, we got to be coming up on our pin any minute. I'm surprised I haven't seen it. Don't see it on my GPS screen yet. There's our first yawn. And there's the pin. That's the end of the Autobahn. Oh, this is Munich, right? Don't need fuel, we just need to park. All right, let me do some shout outs. And then we'll advance the clock, and then, well, I don't know if we'll advance the clock or not. Let's see how much. What have we got for driving time? 40 hours, and we're going to take away 9, so that's 31. And we still have about 19 hours of driving to do. A lot of driving. Thomas Berger, Tazzy 291, Lee Jenkins, Doom 3, Lee 01 Mister. And you know what, gang, I am going to drive in the dark because, I mean, normally I would advance the clock to 9 p.m. and then sleep 9 hours. But what time is it? 4:22. But that would eat up almost 5 hours. So not going to do that. 4.5 hours. Ryan, Jennifer Ross, CJ Johns 31, Oblivion, our top ATS driver for February. Keith Cersei, Road Trip Nerd, Dr. Jones, our top ATS and ETS driver for May. So let's go ahead and get to the 9 hours later. So it's 16:24. This should be, I don't know what it'll be. 9 hours later. Yeah, 1:24. Hey. Well, we're missing some lights. Can't have that. Oh, siree. Gotta have lights. Get the. Oh, we need a new place to stop. This. This is kind of off the beaten path. Do that. Can we do this? I don't think we can do this. Yeah, we can do that. Might even be able to do a little farther. Not that far. All right, let's stick with this. 9 hours from now. What about Zagreb? Yeah, we can make it. We can make it past that. Hey, look at the moon. So this should get us there by 11 a.m.-ish. Hit that curb. Not healthy for the tires. Got a turn here. Gonna say that's barriers are farther down. Okay, weird. Thought maybe that was a hidden road. Not like we have time for hidden roads. Rick Rashida's here. It's awfully bright when those lights kick on. I mean, that's the point, of course, but it's just noticeable. Now I know the lights have gotten better in the recent versions, but I'm still running bright lights because it makes a difference. It's even brighter than the base game bright lights. Ain't nobody gonna say hi back to Rick? That's okay. Well, Rick, I was actually wondering what happened to you at the beginning. You're usually here early. Oh, I didn't do any shout outs while I was at the rest area, did I? Did I? I must have. Oztech TV, Colin Percival, Pancake Man. Come on. Ooh, we are about to leave Germany and enter Austria. And severe thunderstorms, eh? Just a little bit of that going around. Who was it? Thor said they had something really bad the other day. Somebody else too, and I forget who it was. In their area. Well, Matthew, you've already got the answer. While you're typing that question. Nicholas, was it like AC/DC thunder? Thunder. Or was it like thunder in the sky? Just the sky. I haven't played AC/DC in a while. Well, what's wrong with you? Get on it. Yeah, AC/DC is awesome. And I'm not a real big music fan like Thor is, but I do like AC/DC. Starting to get light on the horizon because it's after 4 a.m. right? Or was I supposed to go over there? It's self-serve. Open this automatically. Oh, this is tight. This is tight. I wasn't supposed to go this way, was I? I can't see. Oh, Willie! Bought a coffee just in case. Well, clearly I need a coffee. Thank you, Willie. What is going on? Really? Oh. Oh, those guys are waiting on me. That's nice. Oh, they were. Yep, it's a Swiftie. Don't you hit me. Oh, it wasn't even a cone. It was one of them rubber plastic markers. It should have just folded right over. Okay, well, that was bound to happen. Corinthia, look, there's the moon again. That is so cool. Bollard. Well, we call them here, the bollards here too. I mean, that's not what we call a bollard, at least as far as I know. What I know a bollard as is a steel tube coming out of the ground, or stuck in the ground. They put them. They have a lot of them here in Las Vegas now because we've had some problems where drunk, stupid people running up onto sidewalks on the strip with their car, taking out people. So they started putting up bollards between, on the edge of the sidewalk, so the cars are less likely to run up there and hit a bunch of people. Because tourists, but whether they're driving or whether they're walking, they're not paying attention. Slovakia or Slovenia, is that what that said? There's a new thing now that people are installing bollards in their driveway. I think they got the idea because there's places like the entrances to military installations and the White House and things like that, where they have these bollards that pop up in the event that someone's trying to run in. All right, so we're supposed to go. We don't have to go to the right, do we? We just continue on. Anyway, I've seen some ads for people that are installing bollards in their driveway at the end. Because people are stealing their vehicles. You can't steal a vehicle if the way is blocked. Yeah, concrete pole, but a lot of times, like the bollards that I've seen, like the ones on the strip, they're concrete filled steel. Ooh, what do we got here? Well, everybody's going in through this side. And we've got a photo opportunity coming up. Why are we only doing 60? No, not driveway markers, Adam. They're actually bollards. Slovenia. They go up and down. During the day, or you know, when you go out, when you're going to leave, you put them down. And at night, when you get home and you park your vehicle in the driveway, you raise them. This is a new thing, or at least new to me. I've seen bollards at, like I said, the entrance to military installations, the White House, things like that. And they can literally be shot up into a deployed position. Oops, I don't want to go that way. Then there's a different kind that's not poles, but rather a steel plate that will raise up like that. Now it's got a face to it, but I think they have that at the White House or in other places. It will literally stop your vehicle dead in its tracks because you're hitting a steel wall. So they can be deployed in an emergency. Crazy stuff. Yeah, magic plastic thingamahickey. A doohickey, yeah, that's it. By the way, I forgot to let you know when we went over 1,000 kilometers that we've covered so far. We're currently at 1,024 that we've covered. We have 911 to go. Okay, Toller, I should have asked you if they had those. But yeah, I bet they have them at all military installations now at the gates. Yeah, Adam, I've had those at a place I lived at before. I bought some markers like that, but those are flimsy. I mean, they're either decorative or for some other type of enhancements, like, you know, reflectors to mark the end of your driveway. That's a far cry from what I'm talking about. And like the things that I just hit back at that, whatever that was, border crossing or toll booth, whatever, those are more like the things you're talking about. So I should have rolled right over it. Instead, it stopped me in my tracks like a bollard. Oh, that lane ends. Novo Mesto. We've got just a little over 4 hours before we have to stop. Wow. I didn't think about that, Toller. That could even happen. Bad day for somebody. Oh, we're coming up on a border crossing. Yeah, I gotta watch out for messages about going through x-rays or something. Scale. Maybe there isn't one anymore. Maybe it's still up ahead yet. Croatia. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone that way. Wow. Ah. Well, how are we doing on time? Got 3 hours before we have to stop. Let's do a quick map check and see how far it is. We're an hour and 40 minutes from our planned stop, so we're good to go. Just for fun, could we make it a little farther? Be pretty dicey. Look at it. This looks familiar. We were doing a convoy along here one day, and actually it crashed farther back. I had to get a new load from here. I remember that. But we didn't go this way, we went that way. That was an interesting day. I seem to recall Dr. Jones was right behind me when I landed on my side. So guess we can go this way. They thought someone hacked the system, but the company that made them came out and found a problem. Not sure what it was, but that gate was closed for a few months. Wow. Yeah, Dr. Jones, I thought you might remember that. I got hit by a car. Or I was changing lanes and he changed lanes too, right into me. Shame on the mess. Come on, get in your lane. Something else I wanted to check is how much time do we have remaining? Almost 22 hours. They're doing all right. Famous last words. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was scary. So when I get and make this delivery, then I gotta start looking for a load to the next place, which is, I believe, Netherlands. Anybody check that for me, please? Let me know what's the next destination. Oh, there's the first yawn. I see the bottom of our pin coming up. Yes, Netherlands. Okay, thank you, Nicholas. What time do we have left? An hour and change, yeah. And I'll go ahead and get fuel this time. Now I got to look for a load to Montenegro. Oh, so you made it to Luxembourg? Cool. Jesse 2670, Grumpy Gruntpaw Gaming, Herbert Harris. Hold your horses. Robert Quilter, talk about it. Neat, neat. We have 648 kilometers remaining on this trip. Might even do that today. All right, let's go ahead and sleep. Well, hold on. Let me finish reading off some names here. Donald William, Hunter Toller, our top ATS driver for April. Tim Hunter, David Long, Scott on Tilt, Treasure O, Josh, and Bravado. Okay, that's all of the shoutouts. Where am I now? Let's have a look. I am in, what was this? Name of this city, country? Croatia. And so we've got this distance to go. I think I will. Does it make sense to try and rest here? Maybe not for this direction. What about here? No. It's almost 10 hours to the delivery. I would hate to have a problem. Well, I tell you what, we'll just see how we're looking as we get close to that. All right, what time is it going to be? Oh, look, it's raining. Yeah. Yeah, Wolf's got it, middle of nowhere. Star? There we are? No. Oh, but we could... I think... Oh, actually, that looks like a good option. This looks like a better one, right here. 7 hours. Oh, you know what I need to do first? We have 12 hours. I can't do another sleep. We have to go all the way in. That's what I was afraid of. So let's get to it. So we need to push hard. 9.5 hours. So no dilly-dallying. Oh, I'm dilly-dallying right now. Yep, I have to do the sleeping at the end of the job, even if I run out of time. Yeah, that's my concern, Wolf. Yeah, Adam, I think there was a place to rest near there, so I can deliver and then just... I mean, if I run out of time at the receiver, which I probably will, once I leave there to go rest, even if I get a ticket, it won't affect my score after I make delivery. I just realized I'm literally leaning into the turn. Gonna be tight. Hopefully I don't have another detour. Well, Toller, maybe your game got sympathetic rain. Well, I guess I am speeding. Yeah, Adam, I think 84 is the max. After that, you get a ticket. Wolf, I'm pretty sure these trucks won't do 88 miles per hour. Well, Adam, 1 second after, and it's late. Oops, I'm speeding. Bad. I've dialed up the cruise control to 82. But I've got to watch this traffic in front of me like a hawk. course it is. Come on. Well, there's one of them random events. Yeah, Nicholas, don't tell me you found one right away. I mean, I know it's possible. Ah, man. Yeah, you got lucky. Big time. Well, you should get plenty of hardcore points with that, as long as you don't have any issues. And we got over 8 hours to get this in, and almost 6 hours of driving, so we're actually doing all right. But I'll keep up the speed just in case. There's that moon again. Well, Adam, it can, and that reminds me, I need to slow down just a little bit. Because there's another penalty for hardcore mode. If you do too much speeding. And I had forgot about that. You can actually get hit pretty heavy for that. Wish it wasn't dark, but we got darkness for at least 3 more hours. Yep. You're right on both counts. Guess I don't need to use the signal. It's only one lane. And here's that border crossing slowing you down kind of a thing. Oops, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I know what you mean, Wolf. Did you know that Ike with Bonehead Truckers has gone back on the road? He looks so happy. I mean, he's vlogging while he's out. And he just looks happy. And I look at him and I look at what he's doing, listening to him talking about what he's doing, and I'm like, God, I miss this. Can't do it. Even the, you know, I don't miss everything, of course. I mean, there's some real headache stuff, but a lot of nonsense. But still, the lifestyle, I miss it. Oh. All right, do I have to go through the x-ray? Apparently not. So that's good. Well, Toller's not really off topic. I mean, it's about trucking and convoying. And no, I don't. Haven't given any thought to it. Probably want to do flatbed trailer. Oh, we're turning. Oh, and here we go off onto the back roads. It kind of depends on who shows up. Because there's, you know, a small number of people that don't have all the DLCs, and I'm trying to think who it was that showed up. Not the last time, but I think the time after. And they just have the base game DLCs plus Oregon and maybe Washington. We had, you know, in the event of that happening, we're going to limit. Or not limit, we're going to base where we start and where we go based on what they have. But no, I haven't given any thought. I'll give it some thought tomorrow. Or maybe tonight, now that you've asked me. Same thing with, you know, cargo. We may not be able to use one of the some of the DLCs, like Volvo or JCB, depending on who shows up. So regardless of who shows up, we want to be able to accommodate them. Nicholas, is there anything you would do different this time if you went back to OTR? Well, the short answer is yes, but the real question is what would I do different, and it depends on the hypothetical. If I were able to go back in time and start over, or start at a younger time frame, I would want to get into flatbedding, just because I think flatbedding is cool. It's a nice skill to have. But if I were to go out at this stage of my life, I would spend the next year, you know, reacclimating to the lifestyle and saving up as much cash as I could so that I could buy or, you know, finance, but I'd have a substantial down payment towards a what do you call it? The big studio sleeper, like an RV, truck and RV. You know, the kind that has all the amenities: bathroom, shower. It's not much of a bathroom. It's just a little cubby. It's a small closet with a stool and a haphazard shower. But I would want to do that. You'd have more room for stuff. I mean, it has a little kitchenette and everything. But when I say stuff, I'm thinking, well, you know, I have a really good computer out on the road with me. I could do some serious vlogging. I'd like to do more sightseeing. Just not sure if I'd be able to accomplish that, especially in the first year. So I hope that answers your question. And I think there's more chat, but I'm having trouble focusing on the road because it's so twisty turny. Oops. But yeah, I would like to stop at a lot of the places that I didn't before. Because I frequently regretted not stopping to take photos and videos of places. I'd also want to get a drone. But then I'd have to get a drone operator's license, which I would do. But I would get a drone and then be able to fly it in a lot of different places to get, you know, some awesome scenery video. Well, those are some things I would do differently. Sound Fixes Pack is here. Welcome to the stream. Good news, I think cats may be included in the scenery in 151. Oh, really? I didn't see that. You mean like cab cats? So you wouldn't have to get a mod to do that? That'd be cool. I probably wouldn't have a kitty on the road with me next time. Or if I did, I might start them out really young and maybe get a couple. I love cats, but it almost seems unfair to have a cat out on the road. I do miss my kitty though. See, there are aspects I don't miss, yeah, but for the most part I loved it and kind of want to get back out there. Yeah, I feel the same way on both counts. Definitely things I don't miss. Like there's some, you have to deal with a lot of jerks in the, it's like any job, you got to deal with jerks. But you have to deal with jerks at a shipper and a receiver, and you almost can't even get around that. You just got to deal with them. And then there's the other drivers, you know, jerks at truck stops, jerks at other drivers at a shipper, or I'm sorry, at a shipper or receiver. I mean, some people are just inconsiderate. Yeah, I don't miss that. When is the delivery time? Soon. Maybe the... Oh, yeah, taller. A $1 million highway, I would for sure want to do that in real life. That would be on my list. I mean, I've been to on some scenic roads in Colorado. Kinda like that. But I definitely would want to do that. So let's take a look at, we've got almost 2 hours of driving. Focus on this hairpin turn here. A border crossing at the top of the hill? Or partway up the hill? Yeah, we got 3 hours before we have to be there, but man. Oh, and when are we gonna run out of time? 2 hours. Yeah, we're just barely gonna make it there before we run out of time on the clock. And it doesn't help. See, this route says 40 kilometers an hour, but I can't hardly drive 40 kilometers an hour up this hill. But we're losing time. And now I'm speeding up the hill. Funny. That's crazy. 20 kilometers an hour. Another thing that I would do differently, I believe, is I would try to do more trips across Interstate 90 and 94. Montana and both of the Dakotas. Just not in the winter. That's no bueno. Oops, I was supposed to go left? Yeah? Well, I got a thing up here. And there's a truck right behind me. So this must be right. As to where I would go, I don't, you know, I always disliked driving up in New England. I liked Maine and New Hampshire, or not, yeah, New Hampshire. I love driving up there. But through Connecticut, Massachusetts, well, most of that was okay. But if you had to get into the Boston area, ugh. Welcome to Montenegro. Trucks to the right. But I think I would probably try to keep it more or less west of the Mississippi. Maybe as far east as Chicago or Chicagoland, which just means the greater metropolitan area of Chicago. I didn't like going down into Chicago. Okay, we got Red Bed. We've got just over an hour of driving, and we've got less than an hour on the clock. So that's no good. Here's our 2-hour warning for delivery. Triple articulate on the Militar Highway. Well, that could be a challenge, a goal. I don't know that I want to do that. Yeah, I love the idea of being able to see your load, Hunter, or Toller, sorry. I just, I watched, there was one YouTuber that trucker that I watched, and she did flatbedding for a while, and it was fun just to watch. And I was actually driving at the time, and it was fun to watch some of the loads she picked up and places that she went, and I thought that would be cool. The problem with that, of course, is when you get into the inclement weather, like wind and rain and snow and ice. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that at my age, but anyway. Thanks for the reminder. Question is, at what point am I going to start falling asleep or get a ticket? I know I get a ticket after I hit 0. 33 minutes. I haven't seen too many cops on this run. Yet. Yeah, I'd want to get new GoPro cameras, and I'd be more methodical about what I was doing as far as recording. I noticed that Ike has some kind of an interesting camera that he's got mounted in the cab that just seems to pan around. I don't know what kind of camera that is, but it looks pretty neat. He's got a fisheye lens on it too, or it has that capability anyhow. So this kind of brings, while we're on this drive, this kind of brings into focus, as a driver, And this happens in real life. You're fighting a couple of clocks. I've got my driving time clock, and I'm gonna go over. And then I've got my delivery clock, which is why I can't take another rest break, because I don't have enough time left on the load to take another rest break. But I am going to run out of time on my clock, my driving clock. Okay, my driving clock is at a time. So I am right now driving illegally. Every cop that I interact with, no, I'm not turning. Every cop that I interact with or encounter right now is going to give me a ticket. No ifs, ands, or buts. We are in Podgorica. So even if I'm not speeding, I'm going to get a ticket. Hey, pilot, welcome back. Well, Nicholas, it always seems to be, I mean, first of all, yeah, probably an American thing because there's a lot of jerks here. But it's also, there's always a percentage of any population that are good or bad or whatever. And it's probably a small percentage that is jerks, like what I was referring to. But there's so many people here that you're just going to naturally run into more of them. It's just like, you know, we give Swift a hard time because their drivers have a lot of incidents. But that's because there's so many of them and they're so new. So just playing the percentages, you're going to get more problems with Swift drivers because there's so many of them and there's so many new ones. Did I go through? Is that a hidden road? So are we late? Nope, we're not late. And I've been fortunate not to have a encounter with a... Oh, that's not even a police ticket. Well, it's not very much. Well, let me get this delivered so I can stop getting negatives on my score. And Nicholas, are you in a position to, or anybody, to check my score when I get this delivered? There we are. Not late, but we are out of time. Jerks at shippers, receivers, and everywhere in between. Yeah. No love lost for that aspect. Yeah, Wolf's right. There's a lot of jerks here. Live views, welcome. Wait, what did you ask me before, Toller? Oh yeah, you did ask me about the convoy tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Ryan is here. Welcome. Great views in the far northern east part of the country. Horrible places to go though through to get there. Yeah. West Virginia is beautiful, but it's very hilly, and if you're pulling heavy loads, it's tiresome. Um, but it's very beautiful in West Virginia. Let's see. Tarping in bad weather, not fun. Been there, done that. Yeah, I never did that, but when I saw some drivers doing that, it kind of turned me off to it, but I still like the idea. Um, so time when I go commentator likely to get yeah, 360 camera. I'm not familiar with it. Is that a sleep spot? Nope. I got to find one. Oh, or am I just really far behind on chat? Let's see. They have the 360-degree cameras now too. That would cool driving. Yeah. Which do you prefer to take with you if you're trucking, an umbrella or a raincoat? Raincoat, because umbrella is just not practical, at least in most cases. If you're a trucker, you just get into the elements and deal with it. Worst thing for me is getting rain or moisture or mist on my glasses. Hate that. How do police know if your driving time is up? Well, if they pull you over. In real life, you get a random inspection, they're going to check your logs, they're going to see, and you're getting a nasty ticket. Let's see, 4.4, good deal, 761 hardcore points, awesome. 761, let me do the $1 million highway for the convoy. I'd be okay with that. Everybody else has Colorado, wherever else we might need to go. All right, so let's look at the map and see. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a 2-hour live stream. Where the heck are we? Right there. So there is a fuel stop here, a garage, and a repair station. Don't know that I need repairs. Oh yeah, I do. Lots of little things. How's about if I just quick travel here? See where that brings me. That way I don't have to drive with no time on my clock. And while I'm at it, let's put a proper skin on this trailer. Seeing as how Nicholas went to all the trouble. You know, Nicholas, you put Thor's hammer on here. Well, I guess I'm not supposed to say that because people haven't seen it yet. But you put some stuff here on these boxes for other people. Wonder if I shouldn't have Boom Daddy on there for mine. Yeah, never mind. Forget that. But it just occurred to me that would be kind of cool. All right, let's see. I'm gonna finish that. Come on, come on. From there, there we go. So, oh, I got to do all the lights and everything. It's the wipers. I'm kidding, Nicholas. I don't think I need that. It just occurred to me that it would be kind of cool. But I don't need it. Oh, there we go. Stop the engine. Sleep. Let's get to 9 p.m. And it's raining. Now it's not. There's other more important things to work on. Wolf says large brim hat and a rain repellent jacket. Only with yep, I had one. Well, I had both. I had both. I had the wide brim hat. It was just a cheap one, and then I had a jacket that was rain repellent and fluorescent. You've probably seen me wear it in some of my vlogs. Yep, when the umbrella would just blow away. I don't remember ever having an umbrella in my truck, but I definitely had like a cap like this, 2 or 3 actually, and a wide brimmed hat to help keep the rain off everything. So yeah, let's just because I want to look for a load. I'm not going to run it. I'm not. Out of here, going to Netherlands. I can't type Netherlands. So what is the abbreviation for that? NE? NL. Oh, pretty far. Yeah, those are not. It's going to be probably 1,900, more like 2,000 kilometers. Okay, nothing out of there. Not okay. But also, there's another city here that I haven't been to yet, and it's got possible loads. Far. Are there any other cities I haven't discovered? Nope. So let's have a look at the logistics map for loads coming out of Far. And do we have anything going to here? Nope. There are definitely potential loads. What's the red? All different types. I think I'm running a curtain sider, right? Okay. Well, in fact, maybe what I should do is just look. Oh, that is free market. If I look at it here, whoops, here, going to anywhere in the Netherlands. Nope. Okay, I will play with this later. I will not keep y'all. This stream has gone long enough. I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's see. Yeah, they are very practical. Those large brim hats. Ooh, it has been how long? Can't even tell. What can I tell? Oh, well, not important. Thank you, Phantom. All right, tomorrow. Remember, for those of you in the Discord, we've got an American Truck Simulator convoy tomorrow. Last time I looked, there were 7 people that expressed interest. Not everybody shows up. So if you're worried about not having a spot, show up. Wow. Yep, you're right. 2 hours, 20 minutes. Since I started 6 minutes early. Before the hour, rather. So tomorrow, be there early if you haven't been on the, especially if you haven't been on the server. But make sure that you're ready to go and on the server 15 minutes before the start time, so that you can get in, so that you can be part of the convoy. All right, everybody, thanks for riding along. Thanks for the memberships, and thank you for the coffees.